share a little tutorial on this blue light tracking. This is what I mentioned on our manager's call on Monday morning to kind of walk you through. I also did provide you a document that was a step-by-step how-to, but I thought I'd kind of demo it right now, introduce it to the administrative team because your administrative assistants may be able to help on some of these fronts. So I'm going to fumble through this a little bit and go through what BlueSync is, what Blue Light Tracking is, and then we'll take some questions. And last, I want to end on CB Exchange because I kind of wanted to show where the icon was for CB University. Many of us already know this. This probably is a little bit of a repeat, but I think repeating it isn't such a bad thing. So let me go to Safari. Is it Safari?
Jason, you need to share your screen, please.
Oh, thank you. I will do that right now. Okay, so here comes my screen. You should see my screen now.
Yep, we got it.
Okay, so I'm in the webinar screen. It's just one of my, I happen to be in Safari right now. It doesn't matter if you're in Chrome or whatever, but I'm going to go to Judy. I'm in Judy's computer, so I'm going to go to Judy's email. And in Judy's email, you would have received a message. The managers each would have received an email from me on Monday or from Carrie that had a link in it. And you'll see this link is a www.blah, blah, 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 blah. In this case, it's a Google Drive. We're using Google Drive for this folder to store this blue light tracking because it seems to be a easy, user-friendly way where we don't have to save a lot of stuff. Everyone can have access. Let me take a quick step back. Blue light tracking has been designed to help us track the progress of an agent's trek of Mission Blue. Mission Blue meaning their training and education calendar from the day they arrive, actually even earlier than that, from the day they're getting licensed and joining a board of realtors, to the day they arrive and jump into our Schmidt family of companies, learning opportunities, whether it's Launchpad or a workshop or those types of things, but then also what's offered by Coldwell Banker as a brand, whether it be Launch or Boost or a preview certification course, a digital reputation course, all the education and training opportunities that are out there. The Blue Light Tracking has been designed to kind of track what agents and who has completed and when they have completed those. And then as we're going through our offices, when we see that agents might be struggling in an area or we identify agents that might be new or might be with us a long time, but maybe they would benefit from one of those training opportunities, we can A, know whether they've been down that road before, and B, track their progress once they start down that road again. So that kind of gives you a little background as to what Blue Light Tracking will be or is from a Mission Blue standpoint, a training standpoint. Now down the road, we're going to use it from a new agent and a prospecting standpoint as we're looking to join or looking to seek out new agents to join our offices, whether they be experienced or new agents, to track our interaction and our engagement with those potential new agents for our offices. So we're not quite to that stage yet. I want to focus today simply on Mission Blue, the training element, not the reaching out to get new folks into our offices. So that gives you a little background into what Blue Light Tracking really is and what it was designed for. And because it is a Google Drive doc, we all can look at it at any time. So each one of your offices, when I get into this in a second, you'll see has its own folder. And when you're in there and you edit it, which is a very simple edit, you don't have to worry about saving and all that kind of stuff. It's automatically updated, and then it's live for somebody else seconds later. So I could be looking at what's going on in a folder for Gaylord, for example, and Gaylord could make a change 2 minutes from now, and I could see those changes from my computer through that same Google document, minutes after that change has been done. So I think it's very user-friendly. Now, here's the deal. This link that you're looking at in this particular email, it never goes away. This will always be the same link. So, again, your managers have received that in their inbox. That will be the link for this package of folders that includes each one of your offices all the time. Unless something catastrophic happens, we don't foresee that being the case, but this will be the link. So let's get right into it. So when you get into this link, you're just going to open that link up, and it's going to take you to the actual document. I'm going to move this over. So if there are questions or anything I can't quite see, I'm going to move that webinar deal out of the way. And you're going to see something that looks just like this. It's going to be Mission Blue, and you're going to see each one of our offices has a spreadsheet. And it's as simple as, and I'm going to use, let's use Big Rapids as an example. So when I click on Big Rapids is going to pop up. And it's in essence, it's an Excel spreadsheet that's been converted to a Google Doc. And a Google Doc is just the Excel version of Google. It's a little more user-friendly. Now, again, you could save this to an Excel deal if you're an Excel user. We can certainly do that, and Judy or I would help you do that if you have that wish. But my goal was this to be not a pain in the neck. My goal was for this to be easy, that you wouldn't have a lot to worry about. You could simply go in and do what you need to do. So in this case, because I'm in Big Rapids, as you see in the corner there, this is Mission Blue. So I can now go across. You'll see start date, license. They've joined their local association. They've participated in the classroom series for Launchpad. These are the different sections of the Launchpad checklist. And again, each of you have your own checklist specific to your office that designates certain individuals are responsible to help a agent with those items. And as I scroll over, you'll see the CB University Digital Reputation Series. You'll see our relocation, and that's actually accomplished during Launchpad for the most part. Lead router training, which is a self-paced training. The CB University Launch, which is kind of the 200-level course after our 100-level Launchpad. Now we're launching, and that's a webinar, live webinar. 8 weeks to listing mastery is a self-paced deal through Zan Monroe. So for those of us who know who Zan Monroe is, his program is available self-paced all the time. The new smart home technology is another self-paced course. CBU Boost, this is for agents after they've been with us a year or so. They can join and boost their career. The CB University previews, and then miscellaneous coaching. And again, it could go on and on. You could add more if you needed to. So that's the columns. Simply now, as we go through, we'll just use me as an example. I'm going to assume that I am a new agent that joined Big Rapids, and I'm going to put my name as the agent name. So the manager or the admin would go in and say I started on October 1. So October 1 of 16, I put in the date that I began. And am I licensed? Now, I would put yes in here, and have I joined the local association? Yes. So I got my license, we received it, and they have joined whatever the board might be that you're joining. Now, if I type in yes here, it will actually, I like to use it all in caps, but it will actually get trumped by my next step. So you may have to come back and redo the yes, but it's simply highlighting the cell and typing it in. Now, if I scroll down to the very bottom here, I'm just going to delete that 0 for somehow. We've given the 3 color codes because this blue light tracking is basically a visual. It's color coding folks' our agents' path down the Mission Blue. So red simply means we have not done it. It's not been started. Yellow means we've started it. It's in progress. We're getting there. And green means it's all done. So all you do is you cut and paste, copy and paste is probably easier, the color for each of these activities. So in this case, I'm going to cut and paste the green, Command-C or Control-C, depending on what kind of computer you're on. Command-V will make, Command-C, there we go. It makes it green. And again, remember I said it might have to type over it. I'll type the yes over it because it will trump any document on there or any writing that was already in the cell. Same here for join the association. I'm going to Control-V or Command-V, make it green because I have joined. That's done, completed. Put in yes if you need to, or even a date. Say I joined the board on 10/8 of 16. The date can be put in there that was completed. And we received, maybe you put in the date here, we received the license on 10/4 of 16. You could put that on there. Now, there are some folks here in Launchpad right here with me in Muskegon. They might be this person is doing the Launchpad series as we speak. It's not done yet. So again, you might scroll down, Command-C, the yellow, because it's in progress. Command V, make it yellow. And they've maybe started some of the onboarding of the checklist. So this might be green, but they haven't done the business planning section yet. That might be yellow, so it's in progress. We've started it but not completed it. We haven't done any technology, any buyer, or any seller stuff of the checklist yet. So again, I would go down, and in this case, copy the red cell, and then I can scroll up. That's not done, that's not done, and that's not done yet. And in fact, all of these would be all red if I was to continue going down and make this all red. And the goal obviously would be for Jason to have all green across his row over the next 2, 3, 5, 6, 12 months, whatever it makes sense for you. And again, there might be some agents that would never be green here because they don't have any interest to be in previews. There may be some interest here in boost, so that might be down the road. But especially our Launchpad and our digital reputation, the lead router system, CBU launch itself, relocation, this all needs to be green. 8 weeks to listing mastery, that's important stuff that I think every new agent, in fact, some agents that might have been with us for a year or two already that might have missed some of these things, didn't have the opportunity, or it simply fell through the cracks, we should be adding those people also and putting them in here that they too should be going down. And again, we may have a lot of green already for Sue, but she's missed 2 or 3 things, so we'll leave those as red, and we're going to go and encourage Sue to jump on to the next boost or launch or whatever the case may be. So that is as simple as it is. It's simply putting in the information and color coding each cell according to the progress. Again, really quite easy. I don't have to save anything. I don't have to do anything. I'm done. I'm done right now. So if I exit out, and when you're done, you just simply exit out. I'm going to go, and you're going to notice here in Big Rapids when it shows those colors that I just did. I didn't have to do anything. I just exited. So again, if I open it up again, it's going to show those colors. So it's an automatic update without any saving. You can completely exit out, and you're done. You don't have to worry about a thing. So that's what I wanted to show because I'm hoping our support teams, our administrative assistants can help managers guide them through this. And I don't expect your entire office. Maybe some of you want to do your entire office and see where they're all at. But I do expect our new agents, especially those that have joined us in the last year or so, and maybe looking back as I've tasked the managers to go around and identify agents that might benefit from some of these opportunities and have them plugged into this tracking sheet so we can see where they're at. And that way, Mike Schmidt or Tom Gray, myself, anybody can go in at any time and see how we're doing in terms of who's participating, who's not participating, where are some of the things that we're not getting the traction that maybe we should be. So, and one of those examples I think would be Boost. There's probably a lot of agents in our office right now that have been with us a year or two that would like to jump from the next to the next level. And I think that Boost opportunity, that training course, could be an opportunity for them to do just that. So, with that said, the last thing I want to go to is CB Exchange. So, CB Exchange, as we all know, let me exit out of this. Yeah, no, I'm going to go in. So, start a new thing, www.cbexchange.com. I think we all know that. It's pretty new, but pretty simple. And then it's going to bring you to the login screen that I was just at, and I'm going to actually go in as me just so I can. So jason.rice@coldwellbanker.com. This will be your Coldwell Banker credentials. And again, if you have trouble with credentials, Carrie, Judy, myself, we will hunt down and help you with getting your credentials. But it is your Coldwell Banker credentials. So then you put in your password. Hopefully I remember mine. I'm not going to save it. And it's going to bring you to the home page of CB Exchange. And again, I'm probably preaching to the choir here. A lot of you guys are probably in this on a routine basis. I'm hoping we're in this on a routine basis. And CB Exchange has been built to be somewhat similar to Facebook. And I won't get into all that of CB Exchange. But I want to highlight 2 spots from the home page. The search bar here and the springboard element right here in the right-hand corner, as you all can see. If I click that, it's going to open up the springboard, which is direct links to a lot of stuff. And in our case, for today's topic, we're talking about the CB Learning Center. So when I touch that CB Learning Center, it's going to bring me to all the Coldwell Banker learning opportunities that are out there. And actually, not all of them. There are more. We found out, thanks to Gene Palmerton, that there are more buried in CV Exchange, too. And we'll work on getting that pumped out to you also. But some of the ones that I've highlighted already this morning are right here, meaning Launch, Boost, self-paced courses. That would be like the Digital Reputation Series and such. Smart Home Technology course. All of those things are in here. So let's use Launch as an example. Just touch the icon for Launch because we have an agent that wants to do that. And that agent logs into CV Exchange. They touch the Launch button, and it's going to bring what Launch is all about. It kind of gives them an overview. And as you scroll to the very bottom, you see when the next courses are available. And then they can register or enroll for one of those courses very simply. And it's a webinar, live webinar with an instructor, but there's a lot of resources, syllabus, et cetera, that go with it. So that's how you log into CV Exchange and find in CBU all those courses that I mentioned a moment ago. Now I go back to CV Exchange. The other alternative is to look in this search bar. And so if you're looking for Launch specifically, let's type in the word Launch. And by the way, it's got to be spelled correctly the way the brand spells it. Thanks to Lou in Rockford, Lead Router does not have a space, although it should have a space. It doesn't come up if you put a space in there. So we'll use Launch as the example. I'm going to search Launch. And when I search Launch, in the news feed is going to be everything that has Launch in there. And so there is Launch Sales Associate Learning Program for managers. It's kind of a manager's overview. A mentor guide, the course, participant guide. You can scroll through and see all the resources that they use within the course. So there's lots and lots and lots of stuff that's associated with each of these courses. You still have access to some of the stuff even if you don't enroll in the course. So just another little FYI, I'm not sure folks are using this, but there's tons and tons of opportunity here to get in and just grab a little piece of it as opposed to the entirety of the course. I would strongly encourage agents, especially new agents, to take these courses. I think they're well worthwhile, and they only complement or add on to what we've been doing in Launchpad as part of the Schmidt learning stuff. So with that said, I think that's all I have. Carrie, did I miss anything, or anybody have any questions? Everybody's muted, but I'll answer questions if there are questions you want to type in the deal on the right-hand side.
Jason, can you speak to Ohio for the managers and ASCs from Ohio, that this is something that we're starting in Michigan, that we can help Ohio get set up, but that it's not something that they're currently doing?
Good point. Thank you for bringing that up. Yes. I'll be sharing this with Felicia in Ohio probably in the next couple of weeks or so. We're using it here in Michigan, brand spanking new. So the Bluelight Tracking, I think, will be coming to Ohio if it makes sense for the Ohio offices. So I'm leaving that up to Felicia, but you'll have access to this. And again, if you want more information, reach out to Felicia, and I'll get you whatever you need if you guys are exploring it as a group. So yes, good point. Thank you.
And Sarah Bennett had a great question. If there's a way for admins to be able to run a report on the training that their agents have taken, I'm not aware of one, but I will find out from corporate if there is a way that we can get a report of what classes the agents have taken.
That's a great question. Thank you, Carrie. I don't know the answer too, so if you could check, that'd be great.
And Colina asked where the Google Doc is located. Your manager's got the link, so if you're going to be helping your manager track this, please ask them to forward the link to you, and then you'll be able to access that Google Doc.
I'm going to switch my screen. It was an email. It wasn't an email that looks like this, but this is the actual link, the HTTP drive.google blah, blah, blah. And that link does not die. Again, it'll be on. It'll be constantly active. So anytime you click it, like I'm going to click it right now, it's going to open it up again into that folder with every office within it. And you notice the Big Rapids changes that I made. By the way, I'll go back in there, Big Rapids, and that's Kalina. I'll go back in there and delete all that so you don't have Jason Rice in there. But there you go. Any other questions? Very good. If there's anything else, please don't hesitate to email Carrie or Judy or myself. We'll be glad to help you out. Again, this is not designed to be another pain in the neck thing for everybody to do. It's more designed for us to kind of track where our agents are and if we can help guide them to other resources that they may find valuable. And instead of things falling through the cracks. So we hope this is helpful. We really encourage you to use it. Again, we'll be looking on a routine basis. Managers as part of Schmidt Bowl. It's an important piece moving forward. So appreciate you guys jumping in, and thanks to the admins for helping and supporting this effort.
Great. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Jason.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great week. I'll talk to managers a little bit later because I got good news regarding Schmidt Bowl and next week. So I'll share that on your calls in a little while.
Great. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend.